narcissistic individuals tend to have a way to fool everyone, to fool you, friends, family, co-workers, and it's all due to the mask that they wear. Narcissists can seem so incredibly perfect at first. However, that charm is a carefully crafted image to hide who they really are. Narcissistic individuals are looking to get their needs met, so they will sell you an illusion of who they are based on who you would like them to be, and it takes a while for the cracks to appear. And even when you've seen through the cracks, other people haven't always recognised the narcissist for who they are, because the narcissist is charming those other people. Narcissists are the masters of first impressions. They know exactly how to present themselves differently to different people to get what they want. The problem is, the challenge is their true self, their true motives, their true behaviour is buried beneath so many different layers of manipulation. When it comes to narcissists, it's about learning to spot the red flags. People can behave in narcissistic ways now and again. It's all in the intentions behind the behaviour. With someone with high narcissistic traits, it's a pattern of behaviour. Someone with the disorder, they've got at least 5 of the 9 criteria, and it's a severe pattern of behaviour. So it's about taking things slow and getting to know people for who they are and not who they sell themselves to be. Because when meeting new people, we're all more than capable of putting our best face forward. Narcissistic individuals fast forward intimacy, and it's not a choice made by both parties. One is coerced into that intimacy. They rush the emotional closeness. They go all out to break down your walls quickly. They want to know about your vulnerabilities so that everything you tell them in confidence later down the line they can use against you. They say things such as, "I've never felt this way about anyone before, you're my soulmate." They want to move in fast. They're discussing the future fast. Whatever you want, they want it too. They match your values, they match your beliefs, they match your hopes, dreams and hobbies. The speed is designed to overwhelm you and to overwhelm your judgment, to make you feel special. However, when it comes to narcissists, this isn't love, this is a tactic. They are simply mirroring you. Narcissists go all out to copy your interests, your way of speaking, your beliefs, your values. It's like looking into a scary funhouse of mirrors, familiar yet incredibly distorted. It makes them appear to be your perfect match, which is why you then want to spend so much time around them too. However, narcissistic individuals are constantly seeking that validation. They crave the constant praise and reassurance, often to an extreme. So they will be fishing for compliments. They'll be dry begging for compliments constantly, acting like they can't cope without your approval. And it's a big red flag. However, they quickly flip the script, so you find yourself begging for their approval and then questioning if you're the narcissistic one or not. And then there's the subtle put-downs disguised as jokes. There's the small digs disguised as humour. We're human. We can all have that bit of banter. We can all have that give and take, and most people can take things the right way, and if not, they can have a healthy discussion about it. However, with a narcissist, they just shut it down. They accuse you of being too sensitive or claiming that, "Stop being so serious all the time. I was only joking. You're no fun. It's not my fault you can't take a joke." They look to chip away at your confidence and make you doubt yourself rather than have a healthy discussion. And they constantly go all out to test your boundaries. Narcissists feel entitled to do as they please. Boundaries don't compute, even healthy ones. They're not interested. They just see a game on and they look to try and tear you down. They will push your boundaries early on, like showing up unannounced, asking invasive questions to see what you will and will not tolerate. If you feel uncomfortable and they keep pushing, that's not respect, that's control. Now, at the same time, people can genuinely care and genuinely be interested in you. And if you feel safe to open up and they're doing it in a gentle way, they're not using it to manipulate. With a narcissist, you often really don't want to, and they will be pushing you rather than you'd like to, but you daren't, and someone is just trying to be there for you. And then there's the love bombing, the excessive gifts, the constant phone calls, the grand declarations, the future plans, always wanting to spend time with you, how you don't need other people, you don't need your hobbies, you don't need your identity anymore. However, you don't recognise it at first because there's the fast forwarding of the intimacy, because they're mirroring you. It feels good to be around them and it feels amazing to be around them. So you kind of enjoy their company. However, with a narcissist, this is to overwhelm you and create that emotional dependence. When the mask slips, the real person rarely lives up to those grand promises that they once made. And narcissistic individuals absolutely love to play the victim. And this can be challenging because we can all have a toxic ex. We can all have been hurt in some way. We can all have had some form of trauma, either in our childhood, in our family, at school. We can all have had a difficult, challenging past. Narcissistic individuals paint themselves as the victim. It's their way of gaining sympathetic attention to make like you can be there for them, you can help them, and they will claim that you're the only one who understands them. However, it's just another manipulation tactic when it comes to a narcissist. When somebody seems too perfect, too fast, too good to be true, slow things down. Pay attention to red flags. We all make mistakes. We all have flaws. However, true love, genuine relationships don't rely on masks or manipulation. They rely on time and getting to know each other for who each other is and loving each other in spite of differences and flaws and being able to find healthy ways to communicate with each other, which a narcissist isn't going to do. Trust your instincts. Look for patterns of behaviour. Look for consistency, not just charm. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support with the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books available on Amazon. How to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, such as narcissistic individuals. 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain. Behind the Mask, the rise of a narcissist, which is a novel. Healing from narcissistic abuse, a guided journal for empowerment and recovery. And a Narcissists Handbook, the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse. If anyone is interested in those, they are all available on Amazon. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.